just checking in. I wanted to see how everybody is going and just share something quite profound that's happened to me of late. Some of you had seen my video I did on when I was feeling really anxious. I intentionally recorded that so that I could show people that I too have moments of anxiety and what I was going to do to navigate my way through that. So I did that video and it seemed to be really well received. Well, I thought I would do another video to let you know how I'm going since then. And I would have to say I am a whole lot better than I thought I was going to be. And it got me thinking, why? Why am I doing okay? When last year, I wasn't going okay. And when we knew that lockdown was happening, I had my meltdown, had a little freak out. But why is it a couple of weeks down the track, I'm doing so well? And it got me thinking about what I was thinking about that was different to what I was thinking about before. So when I had my anxious moment, it really was fear, doubt, overwhelm, all those controlling thoughts of things that I didn't want to happen. And so therefore, I was starting to experience all the things that I didn't want. So I've started listening to a podcast series, and some of you out there will be very familiar with this particular book. It was a series by Napoleon Hill, and him doing a bit of a take on his famous book, Think and Grow Rich. And so I was listening to the very first the first part of the series, and he was talking about the importance of having a definite purpose. And so I'm like, well, what does that actually mean, a definite purpose? And what I realized is what I have done differently in the last couple of weeks is I have started to declare what I want this lockdown experience to be like for me. Not what I didn't want it to be like, what I wanted it to be like. And so all of a sudden, it seems like from out of nowhere, things are just shifting around me. It's almost like things have just found me, plopped right into my lap. And it's kind of like, why is this all happening? Well, I attribute it to my thoughts. And all I've been doing is thinking about what I want and not giving any airtime to the things that I didn't want. So I've spent the weekend really decluttering my home, getting organized, and today has been a super duper productive day. I'm in much higher spirits. And as a result of that, I came up with the idea of I'm going to run my 5-day mindset challenge next week, and I'm going to do that with you guys. So anybody who is like, hell, I would like some help with changing my thinking too, well, come and join me, because I want to take what I'm doing to the next level. And if you want a bit of support, if you want me right in there in the trenches with you, supporting you, encouraging you, or you supporting me and encouraging me, then I'll pop down below the link to that. Now, this has become a pre-recorded series because so many people got so much out of it during the lockdown last year. It became a bit of a go-to for many people, many women. And so it was kind of being limited once a month. I would run it and it was in recorded form. Whereas when people wanted to do it and not wait, they actually couldn't. So I have now uploaded that to a member page, and so anyone who wants to jump in and do that, they can. But this is a personal invitation. You can start anytime, but this is a personal invitation for you to come and join me and do it with me next week. And so if you're already a part of that amazing group of people, then maybe you might want to redo it again. It is something that is achievable to do week after week after week. But if you want me in there with you, then come and join me. Just plan for it. Plan for next Monday. And if there's specific things that would make that journey a little bit easier for you, then I want you to write down on a piece of paper before then, what have you been saying that isn't great thinking, that is causing you to get the very thing that you're thinking about? And so then I want you to basically flip that and write down the opposite and start to make that your new declaration, even if you don't feel it, even if it doesn't seem like it's true. I want you to start declaring. So an example of that is, you may think, oh gosh, I'm so disorganized. Oh, my home is just so messy. Or, oh, I'm just so hopeless. I'm just such a bad eater. What are the things you're declaring over your life? Because that is what you're going to get more of, right? That's what Napoleon Hill is talking about. Set your intention, or he says definite purpose. What is your definite purpose? What do you want? Right? So shift that. Now, I'm a coach, and I have great ways that I think about these things and these things. But what I didn't realize was I had this whole story going on about lockdown and what that meant for me, and what that meant for my mental health, what that meant for how I was going to manage my home, my fitness. Like, I made up this whole horrible story. And as soon as I flip that thing on its head, it's been quite a miracle, really, to see how things have turned around. So I'd love for you to join me. And if that is something that you want to do, like I said, you can start anytime. But if you want to do it with me, I'm going to start it next Monday. So flip those negative thoughts, start speaking kindly to yourself, and let's see what happens in the next week.